Well, g'day and welcome to Queensland Weekender. Just doing a little bit of beach combing on this beautiful patch of sand on Mackay's northern beaches. But you know, it's not what you find here that truly sets this area apart. It's actually what you don't find. No crowds jostling for a patch of sand, no noisy developments along an esplanade, and nothing to spoil this natural beauty of sand and sea just 15 minutes north of town. But all of that doesn't mean that there's nothing to do here. In fact, there's plenty to do, and you'll find that out in today's show.
Also coming up, Lee is trekking in the Noosa hinterland.
We're just on the ride here, we've just got a lace monitor.
Oh, wow. Bridget is on a fast ride to Bundy.
And it's here that you will find an experience you won't find anywhere else in Australia.
But first up, let's catch up with Kay.
Brisbane's an ideal city to explore by bike. The casual pace really gives you plenty of time to take in all the scenery, and combined with that, a lovely cool river breeze. And I think we're in for a very pleasant ride.
Ross Harvey is the man behind Brisbane by Bicycle Tours.
Thanks for coming.
And you bought the Peloton.
I bought the game.
Hi guys.
We're pedalling from the South Bank Parklands foreshore on a twilight tour of the CBD. It's a flat and easy ride, winding our way along the river to Kangaroo Point Cliffs.
This is such a pretty part of Brisbane down here, isn't it?
To our left, the early evening views extend across the water to the city. And on our right, the cliffs tower above. Their history dates back to the early settlers.
What they wanted to do was to build the very first, roads and buildings and everything in Brisbane. So they put the convicts to work down here.
Right.
And this was an operating quarry for about 150 years, up until 1970. They were working hard, digging out the rock and then using that to go and build Brisbane.
And this is what we've been left with.
Crossing the Story Bridge, we arrive in New Farm. The view from Bowen Terrace takes in the city's signature bridge and high-rises behind.
Wow.
Such a nice time of day to do this.
What do you think Brisbane really lends itself to this sort of experience?
I think there's a couple of things, actually. I think first of all is the climate that we've got here in Brisbane. And I think the second thing is the infrastructure, the cycling infrastructure.
How did you hit on the idea?
Basically came from when I did some travelling a few years ago. I was in Europe and I started participating in city bike tours just as a way to see a city and learn about a city. As a tourist myself, I just came to discover what a really nice way it is to see a city.
Ross brought the idea back to Brisbane and says it's not only his international tour goers that can discover a thing or two about the city, but the locals too.
It's really great to see them with their eyes wide open as well. They're always seeing something new and learning something else about Brisbane as well.
Our return route is via the Brisbane Riverwalk to South Bank. And I'm not done with wheels just yet. The city's biggest wheel is this impressive beauty at South Bank Parklands. Brilliant enough by day, the Wheel of Brisbane is absolutely stunning by night. And her vital statistics have the wow factor too. She's 60 metres high, weighs 335 tonnes and holds a maximum of 336 riders at a time.
The wheel has 65,000 individual LED lights, so at night time they ensure that she sparkles just as brightly as that beautiful city.
And on the subject of impressive numbers, at the moment RACQ is offering a 25% members discount on tickets. Bookings can be made online. The wheel operates daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. You can also take a spin with Ross from Brisbane by Bicycle by appointment. It's a beautiful way to see the best of Brisbane.
So, what's the blend for making the world's best rum? I'll let you in on the secret after the break. Spirits were high in the city of Bundaberg recently when their most famous export, Bundy rum, was named best rum in the world. But I reckon there's always room for improvement, and I do have a couple of ideas on how to make the world's best rum even better. So to get to Bundaberg, the Tilt train is my ticket. It has to be the cheapest way to travel up and down the coast. Prices start at just $58 to get to Bundaberg. And it's one of the fastest too. The tilt train runs up to speeds of 160 kilometres per hour, making it one of the quickest trains in Australia. Your holiday begins once you hop on the train. You can relax in economy or really take it easy in business seats. Wonderful, thank you. And here's a lovely bonus that I wasn't expecting. You get your choice of hot meal served right to your seat. And in the galley car, pick up your complimentary coffee. They've thought of everything. Travelling aboard today is Ruth from Brisbane. She's heading to Rockhampton to catch up with family. She reckons the tilt is the only way to go. Would you recommend it to friends?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Any train travel, as far as I'm concerned, it's just so easy.
And what do you do when you're on the train? How do you pass the time?
I tend to read, but I did bring knitting. I haven't done any of that yet. I've got a tablet. I play games and things on it and do a bit of Facebook, even though I don't understand it fully.
No matter how you choose to pass the time on your journey, you'll be surprised at how fast it goes. Brisbane to Bundaberg takes just over 4 hours, which means there's more time in the day to enjoy this beautiful regional centre. A major attraction of the city is the iconic rum distillery. Here, 4 million litres of rum are produced every year and sold around the country. And it's here that you can enjoy an experience that you won't find anywhere else in Australia. Guests can craft their own rum thanks to the distillery's Blend Your Own Rum experience.
Welcome today to the Blendatorium. For more than 128 years, the blending of Bundaberg rum has solely been the responsibility of our master blenders. However, today, you're about to get inducted to a very exclusive club.
Duncan Littler created this experience and is our blending guide today. So this is how it works. We've got 5 rums to sample, each one aged in a different barrel type to give them a unique flavour. And the aroma is important?
Absolutely. I think aroma and flavour is important when you're looking to create a fine rum.
Here goes. Once I've sampled and made notes, I use a pipette to create my 7mm blend. I am feeling quite the mad scientist right at this moment. I'd like to probably sweeten this up a little.
What do you think?
Nice.
It's pretty good. Good start.
Really good start, actually. Yeah. To make it perfect, it needs a bit of smoke. A few drops of rum matured in peaty Scotch whisky barrels should do the trick.
What do you think?
Tastes like Bundaberg rum.
That's a good sign.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Potentially one of the world's best?
Potentially better than the world's best, actually.
You think so? That's a very big claim.
It's good to have confidence in yourself. Yeah. Next step is to scale up my 7ml blend to 700 mils by using rum straight out of the barrels. Then it goes into a Bundy rum bottle with my very own Bridget's Blend label. Look at that. I've got my own bottle of rum.
And no one else has one exactly the same.
So now my moment of truth.
That is actually really good.
Really?
Yeah, you've done very, very well.
But has it beaten the world's best?
I'd be lying if we said we were nervous, but you've done a pretty good job.
Well, I am fully stocked for now, but when I get home and I do run out, all I have to do is contact the distillery and they're going to send me some more of my Bridget blend. Brilliant. The Blend Your Own Rum experience is run on weekends and includes a tour through the distillery's incredible new museum. Spots are limited, so best to book early. When in the region, a great place to call home is Kelly's Beach Resort. It's only a quick drive from Bundaberg's CBD and a short stroll from Bargara Village. And it's just 1 block back from the beach. It offers self-contained units and plenty of facilities to keep the whole family entertained. The tilt train has regular services to Bundaberg, and if you book early, there are great savings to be found. For all the info, head to the website on your screen.
Experience a day of authentic country life in the picturesque Darling Downs. The Felton Food Festival celebrates everything the Felton Valley has to offer. Fresh, local produce and a good dose of community spirit. Take part in farm tours, meet a local farmer and stock up on plenty of fresh and locally made goodies. There's a full program of activities on Sunday the 26th of March. But why not make a weekend of it and stay to explore the region? You can visit the website for all the details. It's a charming country celebration not to be missed.
After the break, experience the rainforest through expert eyes.
Some wait a while here. Oh. You can see why they call it that.
Spend time in nature and your senses will come alive. There's so much to hear, see and feel in the rainforest. Now imagine how much richer this wilderness experience would be if we had the eagle eyes and ears of a savannah guide. Steve, what have you found for us?
We have here a candle vine. Can anyone see why it would be called that?
I think I do, Steve. I think it looks like a candle.
It does, absolutely.
Good guess from the rookie, but it's Steve Granger who's the expert here.
There's many different species of these. These are woody vines.
Steve has 20 years experience up his khaki sleeve. As a savannah guide, he wears the badge of a professionally trained interpreter of the natural world.
It is a badge of honour, actually, something I'm very proud of. It's all about interpreting and storytelling and also with a message of conservation and protection.
Steve shares that message through tropical treks, guided tours through wilderness areas of the Sunshine Coast. Today, we're tackling a section of Conondale National Park.
Just on the right here, we've just got a lace monitor.
Oh, wow.
He's fully aware that we're here. It's in the middle of the day, of course, so he's a bit warm. He doesn't want to move too much.
Steve sees things most of us would miss. It's a bit like going for a bushwalk with David Attenborough.
And just in here, about 3 metres, 3.5 metres, you can see some blue.
Oh, yeah.
And what we're looking at is a satin bowerbird bower. It's a display area to attract females. And you've got those sticks in a bowl shape like this. And he particularly likes blue.
It takes a trained eye to spot the wildlife that's well hidden.
Coming along here to an area where you could probably walk past here quite a lot and you wouldn't see this little animal. But we've got here a trapdoor spider.
No way.
This is one of the species that live in this forest. She has come out to see what's going on. Someone's opened my door.
She thinks there's a feed.
She's come up
Ready.
a little bit there.
There it is.
There she goes.
We may be in the wild, but roughing it isn't on the cards. Steve's half-day tour includes morning tea, prepared the Savannah Guide way. So Steve, this little contraption here looks like it's pretty old and it's made a few cups of teas and coffees in the past.
It has over the years, mate. I've had this for, I'm not exactly sure, but it's around 25 years, maybe even longer. I've trekked in many parts in the world, including Nepal and Turkey, through Syria and Jordan. The trekking's been a big part of my life since I can remember, really. It's always been out in the bush, walking around, enjoying the bush. Just grew from there. What we want to do is just scan across the lake here.
As well as group bushwalks, Steve offers one-on-one tours. He's brought me to Lake McDonald near Noosa for a spot of bird watching. So there's one right here, looks like
That's
about
right.
50 metres away.
Yep.
A brown birdie ducky thingy. Is that the
It's not a bad
technical description?
Yeah, it's a little pied cormorant. Currently here at the moment there'll be somewhere between 20 and 30 species just around the lake itself.
Tropical Treks operate out of Noosa on the Sunshine Coast. Steve's full-day tour includes morning tea and lunch. See the website for all the adventure options.
Yes, it's my business. It's a job, but wow, you know, it's probably one of the best jobs in the world. It's certainly the best job I've ever had in my life. I wish I had a hit on this about 40 years ago.
Well, you got another 40 years to go, haven't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I reckon. Absolutely, mate.
Lovers of country music, listen up. CMC Rocks Queensland are celebrating their 10th anniversary this coming weekend at Willowbank, and it's a party you won't want to miss out on. To mark the milestone, the Dixie Chicks will return to Australia for the first time in over 10 years. See them perform along with other international and national country music artists across the weekend. Think boot scooting, acoobras all round, and plenty of fun to be had. Their festival kicks off next Friday through to Sunday, so head to the website to get your tickets booked.
Tell you what, getting that perfect picture is fairly easy to achieve when you visit Mackay's northern beaches. What do you think of that?
It's not bad at all. I think I'd let you hashtag that one.
Beautiful. Show you more after the break.
Mackay's northern beaches are the golden crown of this tropical city on the central Queensland coast.
These long stretches of sand don't just draw in families looking for that tropical getaway, or anglers looking to catch a whiting or a bream, but photographers looking to get that perfect snap.
Sherry Hughes is a local photographer whose eye-catching photos have helped her amass a huge following on social media. And one of her favourite subjects is the lone tree found at Shoal Point.
It's natural art, really, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It's just beautiful, and I've photographed it as a silhouette, in detail, in close-up, in wide vista, in panorama, and every time it delivers. So...
Hashtag too many to mention.
Yes.
Speaking of hashtags, it was Sherry who created one for the lone tree that really put it on the map. Now keen photographers from around Queensland visit, and that's helped many discover the magic of the northern beaches.
People within like a 4 and 5 hour radius now are coming and realising that there's a lot more to Mackay than what you find in the city heart. Everything you want to see and experience about tropical North Queensland, you can find.
Right here.
Yeah.
That's it, tree. Work it. Work it, lone tree. I'm lonely. Look how lonely I am.
Sherry is a real pro with the camera, and she's kindly agreed to share her expertise.
Yeah, so you see, if you actually get it from the right angle, all that blue sky, but a silhouette, so you're right.
You're right, that's fantastic.
It is a type of art. Oh, that's lovely. You do have an eye. Look at that.
For more terrific views of the northern beaches, I've been told to head to the nearby Imeo Pacific Hotel. It has a prime position on the headland and boasts 300-degree views of the coastline.
Well, Sherry said this was the best view on the northern beaches. Look at that. I think she was right on the money.
The lucky bloke who gets to admire these views 24/7 is hotel owner Don State.
Mate, in your mind, what makes the Mackay northern beaches just so special?
Well, unlike every other place in Queensland that have already been discovered and overpopulated, this one still has a village feel.
The hotel serves up amazing lunches, but no accommodation. So, if it's family digs you're after, head south to Blacks Beach. Michelle and John Young took over Blacks Beach Holiday Park 5 years ago and turned a tired caravan park into a premium family holiday destination. Now it has 87 caravan sites and some just metres from the beach. There's a newly renovated amenities block and a brilliant swimming pool. It's no wonder people keep coming back.
And so they get a taste. Next year they come back for a fortnight.
Yeah, right.
Then they want to stay longer again.
Yeah.
And now we've got people that have gone from that to a month. Then they go from a month to 3 months.
Yeah.
And now we've got people that are going 6 months.
Can I move in and live here?
Arthur and Doreen are from Tassie and they've been holidaying here for 22 years.
What are some of the changes you've seen in that time?
Well, this place, when we first got here, it was a bit like bush camping. It was rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was a jungle. A chatty old toilet block over there. No sealed roads.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. And it was just about like camping out.
Nowadays, Arthur and Doreen are kicking back in one of the brand new villas. The Mackay Northern Beaches are quite simply an amazing holiday destination. For more information on everything I've shown you today, head to the Mackay Region website. For more ideas, be sure to visit our webpage. And you can keep up with our travels on Facebook and Instagram. 3 other great websites are Queensland.com, RACQ and the Queensland Rail travel websites.
You can't not take a photo of this. This is Black's Beach, Mackay's longest continuous beach. 6K of golden sands flanked by shady parklands. Of course, these beautiful islands just sitting prettily in the coral sea. The perfect place to end my tour of Mackay's northern beaches. That's all we have time for on the show. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope we've inspired you to come out and visit this area very, very soon. We'll see you next week for more Queensland Weekender.